Hey everyone, I don't remember what number we're up to now, but it's some episode 14 maybe of Zigraider. I do know who I am though, Ultraviolent 4, and you probably know who you are. We're in Abyss right now. We sort of ran around a bit, it was a very difficult Abyss. We're still stuck on Abyss 1, we haven't been able to find our way down, and we've been getting swarmed a lot. That's okay, that can happen. The point is, as long as you teleport early, very difficult to die. We're trying to get our 4th rune, so we'll keep trying with Abyss. As hard as it might be, the alternatives are probably still more difficult. And then after that, we'll be going to get Vaults 5. I'm especially excited about that one because I'm going to show you a tip that the devs definitely don't want you to know when we do Vaults 5. So yeah, excited for that one, but we got to get there first. So Abyss rune. We're still just training our polearms. We've got a little bit more to get to Mindele on our Demon Trident here. And also, we picked up a Demon Trident of Elec, so that's also really nice. Whoa! Pulled out the Demon Trident of Elec and suddenly the whole landscape changed. That's a bit spooky. A bit unholy maybe. Anyway, I think that's about it. Once we get to our Mindele there, what's our ring situation? I'll take the RF off when there are no fire enemies around. With the Ring of Shadows, we're going to be able to avoid enemies better. Anyway, we get trapped again. But the plan is, let's rest in here. The plan is that once we get our shields to Mindele, we'll start doing some spell stuff again. That's a Tormentor, okay. There we go, we generated a thing down. It's just so ingrained, you see a Tormentor, you freak out, but being a mummy is nice. Sort of something you don't expect to hear too often, but yeah. The mummy life. Let's have a look at our crystal ball right now. Get our magic points back. That's something I should be doing more often in here, and there's our gateway down. So the game is going to be nicer to us this time round, it seems like. But yeah, in Abyss, you don't get the chance to rest. So if you use all your magic points, it can be very difficult to get them back, especially if you're being swarmed. So whenever I cast something, I'm going to try to remember to then gaze at our crystal ball afterwards. And now that we're on Abyss 3, we can find rune vaults. So there's one right there. We're looking for this tile. That tells you that you're near one. So this is a dancing sword of Holy Wrath, which is kind of scary. Trying to get behind the snakes. So you can gaze into my ball. Alright, we're good. Basically, as soon as you see this, it tells you that it's nearby, so you want to search around the area. So we can pretty clearly see there's some sort of structure here, but we're going to have to walk around it to find where the entrance to get in is. Here we go. We're going to get teleported by the maelstrom. Yeah, we did not. They have distortion attacks, so they can randomly teleport you, as well as banish you. It's kind of interesting, but if you get banished in the Abyss, it sends you down to a lower level. I mean, you're already here, it makes sense, but it's kind of funny. I'm seeing a halo. I don't like that. Yeah, halo means we got something holy coming. So we got an angel here. Can sticky flame him? Not resistant to fire at all. Is that another halo over there? Hope not. Yeah, we're convulsing. Holy Wrath again, so this looks like it's just a holy themed vault. Not what you want in your mummy. I was just extolling how awesome mummies are because you don't get tormented, and then just like that we get a holy themed rune vault. We might just have to skip this. I'm going to put the RF on against the smoke demon. And we're going to step around the corner because smoke demons have smite. So if you're not killing them, you don't really want them to be looking at you either. The Wretched Star, no. I didn't think he would have died. Here's a Raiju. We don't have Aralek unless I switch to the War Axe, which I guess we'll do, because then we can vamp them as well. They're living, so we can get our HP back by hitting them with the axe, the 0-skilled axe. I'm also just running around picking up gold. Alright, Raiju's down. Yeah, it's definitely the holy themed one. Alright, this will be fun. So we're gonna meet, oh, there's a guardian serpent. And this has, they're called orphans maybe? The ones that surround you with holy clouds. Yeah, that's it. The orphan. Orphan? Yeah, orphan, not orphan. And they have Bolt of Fire. We still got RF on. Yeah, so more fire enemies too. Oh, alright, we just lost all our magic points. Okay, we got too greedy by gazing into the crystal ball too much. Oh well, it's alright. If this goes really horribly, we'll just teleport away. It's okay. We can make some friends too. I'm just checking, they're not resistant to anything in Orphan, except immune to negative energy. They do see invis too, so we could very easily lamp of fire it. I'm not that afraid of it then. Okay, so it's just because we can just kill it in that case. I think the danger more of it is when it surrounds you with its flames, and then you're stuck there while a whole bunch of Devas are all smiting you at the same time. We just lost our deflector missiles, which probably want with the last little bit of magic points we have. Oh nice, we got it. We only had one shot. Do not miss your chance to deflect. Crystal Guardian, that's kind of scary. We dealt with those guys in Elf, and they were scary there too. But we're a bit stronger than that because we can do melee damage now. They're pretty much immune to all your elemental stuff. I don't like this. We might just have to chill here. Oh, here we go. This is our way to heal. Alright, where's our... not that one. Where's our War Axe of Vamp? To get our HP back. I mean, kind of worked a little bit. I don't really want to stop here, wait and rest, because we're likely just to get teleported to a new area. I'd rather sort of run in injured. Maybe if we're lucky we could get the rune, and if not, if it's all going horribly, we just teleport away. That is a Hellion. Okay, that one you definitely still care about as a mummy. Yeah, because they do that. Hit you with the Hellfire. They don't see invis. That should have been my play. I completely forgot. We need to have Umbra on for that. I could also just paralyze it. There's an almost 40% chance. There we go. We've got some evocation skill, and these guys don't have great MR. Yeah, there are the flames. Here comes a Juggernaut. Alright. Let's, what are we gonna do here? Throwing down our own clouds won't help. I think basically what we want to do here is just try to overwhelm the Juggernaut. They do really poorly against lots of summons. So I think we just reach into our sack of spiders bag here, pull some spiders from Mars. Or we try. There we go, okay. And so now that we have a bunch of spiders, we can just... I can't walk through these clouds at all, they really hurt. Or they will hurt. But I want to sit behind the spiders and hit with the demon trident, but I don't think we're going to get a chance. Let's pull out our blowgun too. We can hit him with a curare. Oh dear, okay. We've got more holy rast swords coming. Alright, this is all bad. The point is, if we could get in there, we could pretty easily grab the rune. The Juggernaut is the guy who... he guards the final room where the actual rune is. We've got 7 scrolls of blinking. I don't really want to waste one though. I think we just spam more spiders and stuff. Alright, we got him with the curare. What if we try clouds now? So he's been slowed. We've got cold clouds. He is not resistant to cold at all. This might be okay. And now it's acid through everyone. Yeah, I think the Juggernaut's going to go down pretty quickly here if we keep using acid. And maybe an Ice Blast wand here so we can hit all 3 of these enemies at once. Polearms of 14. We must enable at least 1 skill. Alright, I kind of want a lot of skills here. We should do fighting, just because more fighting is always good. We probably also should do dodging, because 8 is pretty pathetic. But I think we want to start working on our spells. I can't leave this screen to look at what our spell chances are. It's a bit annoying. But I think from memory... Let's turn spellcasting on. Maybe we'll just train that all the way to 27. But I think I want to do a little bit more of hexes and summonings. I'm going to focus those just 1 level, just to bring summon Mana Viper down a little bit more, because I don't want that to ever fail. And then once we've got, let's have a look now. Yeah, it's at 11% in yellow, so we'll drop that just a little bit, and then once that's acceptably low, we might start working on our first big boy spell, whether that's Tornado or Ignition or Shatter, I'm not sure yet, but we'll pick one of those. Alright, feel our intelligence returning. While I'm sitting here waiting for the freezing cloud to go away, I may as well port all that gold to us. Okay, we've got new Starcurse Masters coming. We can just walk away from these, maybe. If we just go in, grab the rune, teleport out. There's more holy stuff in there. Alright, hang on. How are we going to do this? How are we going to do this? We just need to get in here. I don't want to random blink and land outside with all the Starcurse Masters coming. So how about I read a Fear Scroll? It's likely to work on the Raiju because they're living, so for the first thing it can work, but secondly their MR isn't great either, so it's likely to work. And then because I think this is the end rune here, we've already fought the Juggernaut and the rune's probably just sitting there. I'm going to read our teleportation now preemptively. Yep. The Smoke Demon made a cloud here, which is really useful because it blocks all the Starcurse Masters from screeching at us. And then we're going to port the rune, pick it up. Alright, and now we just wait for our teleport to kick in. You can just shut this door. There's also a gateway leading down, so I could just take that. But our teleport's likely to kick in a second. Like that. Oh, I didn't mean to pick up the stone. I thought there was some gold there. Alright, cool. So we got our 4th rune. That was a rough one for a mummy, getting a holy end vault, but it wasn't too bad. Still got there. I don't really want to fight Starcurse Masters. We don't have a lot of great AoE to take them down. This is also a bit funky. Let's read another teleport. The thing to note is that the spatial maelstroms can take your teleport off by hitting you. So you need to kind of pay attention. You're waiting for it to kick in, this guy hits you, you lose it and you don't notice. And then you're thinking, wait, why hasn't my teleport worked? There we go, get pulled. We should find an exit relatively soon. Let's get away from the Halo. Too late, there's a Deva. He's got the large shield. We can just walk away. It's not gonna work. These guys are fast, right? No, they're not. They're not fast, but I don't know. I don't know how afraid I am of him. Probably moderately afraid. They hit pretty hard. He's got a Holy Wrath weapon, and then of course they have Smite. No, it looks like our Minor Vipers are doing their thing. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. Now let's just get out of here. Yep, the Bone Dragon. Let's just blink out of this corner. I'm gonna fight the Thrashing Horror because it's really fast, so he's gonna run us down. Also, 20 gold. Alright. I'll take a Bone Dragon shot for 20 gold. Who wouldn't, right? Alright, cool. And we made a space. He's getting distracted by Gozag's gold ability thing. The gold aura. Yeah. Oh, failed it. I'm gonna try to port that identify scroll. I'm just gonna keep walking away. If we get trapped in a corner like this, we'll do a pass wall. Apparently we can't. The rock there is extremely deep. And if this situation, this chase becomes too scary, we'll just teleport. Oops. Accidentally walked into that enemy instead of around it. I think this is starting to get a bit crazy. Alright, let's read the teleport. Again, the Smoke Demon can smite us, so I was going to say, I could just wait here, put our Aralek War Axe out, and just let the 6 Furhy hit us. But the problem is, the Smoke Demon has Smite, and the Orange Demons, if they ever get closer, have Reaching. So maybe I random blink out of here? Do I? Yeah, probably. Okay, and we keep going. There we go, we get pulled. See, those lava tiles sort of caught my attention because they're a little bit weird just being out in the open like that. So I walked down to see if there was an exit there, but there is not. An air elemental. I don't want to fight an air elemental. These guys are annoying. Oh, there's something invis around us. Another one. Alright, let's keep an eye on our stats. Our strength is at 10, that's okay. Exiting the Abyss is supposed to be easy. This is meant to be the easy part. You got the rune, and you're just generating an exit. But apparently it's hard this time. It's a little Nest of hellwings? I don't know what the plural for hellwing is. Someone give me the English collective noun for hellwings. And if we could just leave, that'd be great. Well, at this point, I feel like I'm just going to go deeper because I'm getting annoyed with this. The deeper you are, the more often you generate exits. So theoretically, this should help us get out. I probably don't want to go to Abyss 5 though, so we'll call it a day here. But on Abyss 4, it means our monster generation rate is going to be increased. No? Oh, we miscast it. Alright, I'm trying to figure out Sticky Flame. There we go. That was another gateway down. Yeah, I don't want to go to Abyss 5. So we'll stay here. If you're really, really, really desperate to get out, you might go to Abyss 5 and then just keep reading teleports until you find one. If you think of it like, it's like we're generating traps in the new system. The more tiles you reveal, sorry, let me just adjust this chair. The more tiles you reveal, the more rolls you get on generating an exit. So by teleporting, you reveal a whole bunch of new tiles at once. You get a whole bunch of new rolls at once. Doing this thing again. Got slowed. Space bends around us. That guy had a distortion weapon. Seems unfair in the Abyss. He's a lich. Against the regular lich, I should probably be using... Yeah, I don't like this situation. Although reading a teleport, the purple draconian is likely to just blast it off us. I'm gonna read the teleport now though. Did we get blasted? No, we deflected it. Oh, there's something behind us. Alright, I'm gonna random blink. We miscast. Let's go again. Great blink. We miscast it again. Alright, there we go. Alright, pull to new region. The point I was trying to make is that against a lich, the demon trident of Elec would be better. And this is one of the most difficult getting out of the abysses I can remember, and in this case we actually have the rune already. I really, really don't want to get paralyzed by an apocalypse crab with all this stuff around. I'm gonna random blink, and then can we just paralyze him? I'm gonna check our hex chance. 37%. We could just walk away. I mean, that works too. And password. We miscast. We miscast again? There we go. This is actually really crazy. hexes go to 9. Let's have a look. That makes some Mana Viper be 22%. Oh, because our int, we've lost 9 int right now. Okay, that helps explain why our blink wasn't working so often. Now I get it, because it was about a 20% chance to fail. Alright, so I can't be too filthy about that. But yeah, it's hard to get a gauge of what effect on Summon Mana Viper that extra training we did just had. We'll figure it out eventually. Hey, there we go. That was easy. That was a casual exit finding exercise. Alright, well that means, well it's time to go do Vaults 5, but we've only got 20 intelligence of 29. So I feel like we should be doing something to try to get our int back. Where can we go though? Okay, we've got more than 3 runes. We can go to a little bit of the start of Zot. I think that's where we'll go. We'll get a bit of experience, we'll get our stats back, and then we'll go do Vaults 5, get our 5th rune. I don't want to be trying to do Vaults 5 in a situation where we can't even safely cast Summon Mana Viper. That doesn't sound like a good idea. Come on, is this even possible? It's 80% chance. Alright, we got contaminated, we made it worse. Alright, it looks like we're not going to get deflected missiles right now. Let's go invis though. None of these Draconians can see invis. Summoning some 9. Yep, still can't tell. The Shadow Dragon can see invis though. I like how he's corroded because the yellow Draconian decided to breathe on him. Here's a Storm Dragon. Let's just go back up. I don't want to mess around with him like that. We can just wait for our invis to come back because he can't see invis. Seems like maybe it's going to take a while. We've still only got 20 int, so we haven't got any back at all yet. I'm keeping an eye out in case there are any warpers around. If we can start being blinked at random, I don't want to still be there, but none had shown up. Spellcasting to 17. The Death Cob. And a Moth of Wrath, which actually is a buff for us because we can't be berserked. The Death Cob can't be berserked, but turns out our Mana Vipers can get very angry. So thank you, Moth of Wrath. MVP. Let's go invis again. That was a really quick one. Or did we get... I didn't see if we just got randomly hit by... the Dispelling Breath. I probably shouldn't be too afraid of just one random berserking Draconian, but I decided to give him respect. Still 20 int. Come on, game. Is this the devs? Because I want to show you there's a trick coming that they don't want you to know when we go to vaults, but I don't know. We're not getting our stats back. Come on, devs. Oh, this is the room with all the Oculor plants in it. Alright, this is a fun vault to get when you're in Zot, especially if you don't have any resist corrosion. Now we do, but sometimes you don't. So it's a, I don't know, we'll do it later. But basically, as you walk around in here to kill the Oklobs, new ones keep appearing afterwards. And so you're taking loads of acid damage and getting corroded at the same time. Unless you go invis. Actually, I just remembered. Yeah, Oklob plants don't see invis, so there you go. That's the secret. Alright. Forgot, we can't cast spells. This really sucks. We've done almost all of Zot 1 and we still didn't get even a single point of our int back. And we're trying to get 9 points back. So by my calculations, we need to do 9 floors of Zot before we get our int back. Hang on a second. I know for a fact that can't happen. Might have to go do Tomb 1 or something like that. Well, okay, I guess we go deal with the Oklobs then. I still don't want to do Vaults 5 with only 20 in. Our spells have dropped a lot though. That one's a bit confusing to me. Our int's still really low, but the spells are back to looking somewhat normal. I wonder if this is bugged. Because it's acting like our int is coming back. And I would have expected doing this much of a place with, you know, fairly good experience. I mean, we fought a gold dragon, we fought a bunch of draconians. It's surprising to me that we haven't got even 1 int yet, but our spells seem normal, or normal-ish. Bit confused about that one. So we're going to put resist corrosion on, and we're going to go invis against the Oklobs. Took my deflector missiles. We're back in view, so hang on, let's bail out. Because when we had 20 int before, there was an 80% chance of miscasting deflector missiles, and now it's 58%, and the only thing that's changed is, well, I don't know what's changed, because apparently our int is the same. Okay, we're coming back in view. Hang on, let's bail out. Even with our corrosion, fighting a lot of Oklobs at once is still going to really hurt. I don't know if any of you ever played a Mummy back in the old school days, but rotted stats, the way that they used to come back was just over time. So as a Mummy, if your stats were rotted, you could just wait. Just wait a few thousand turns. You don't have any food clock, who cares? Alright, we're back in view, but I think we're pretty much done here. Also a similar thing you did with God Wrath, because it wasn't triggered by experience, it would just trigger over time. So you'd abandon your god, and then you just go stand in the temple or something and just wait for it. So I guess we keep going. Our int's still 20. I note that our strength has gone back up from 10 to 11. Don't know what's going on with our intelligence though. Maybe I'm not smart enough to figure it out. We'll see if it goes up. Because if it just goes back, oh, it went back to 21. Okay, so it is going back up. And Mana Viper just dropped to 9%. Okay, so it's not totally broken. Apparently. What are we training, by the way? Just spellcasting right now. Okay, we should be training towards whatever big level 9 spell we want to go first. What have we got? We've got Ignition, Shatter, or Tornado. Shatter's probably the most fun one because we can also use it to break into vaults. But Tornado we've already done some of. And Ignition is the lowest level one of those because it's only level 8. Let's go Shatter. I'm just totally, I don't know, we'll end up doing all of these. But for now, maybe let's just focus our Earth Magic and we're just going to bring that to 27. It's going to take a while on Mummy aptitudes. I don't know, but it's at some point maybe we'll be able to cast Shatter. Damn, Earth Magic to 1. The other benefit of this is that it helps Passwell be a bit more reliable. Oh, this is a big... This looks like the big fire-themed vault. We don't really have any RF. Hang on, we should have the Ring of Phasing on instead of Resist Corrosion. We can get 1 pip of RF, but not so great. So maybe we shouldn't be here. I also can't remember if there's an Orb of Fire in this vault. I don't think so. But I'm not 100% sure on that. Let's exit out, and we'll try and do around it and ignore that bit. And I think maybe once we've done this outer bit, we'll head to Vaults 5. Got a Might Potion. Okay. All our spells are castable again, so I don't really know what the deal is with our ints still being really rotted. So I guess we'll go do Vaults 5. Alright, so here we go. Trick the devs don't want you to know. Step 1. Go find all the random effects ones in your game. Let's get all of those bad boys. I should probably turn those on auto pickup as well so we get more of them. Oh, okay, they were on. Well, they were on once I picked one up. We're gonna have to buy some of these, that's okay. Oh, there's so many sacks of spiders and things that we can buy, and clouds, ice blasts. No hurry. I mean, we've got 48 charges. Let's keep going. Last one. Right, and now we're ready to do Vaults 5. So the way that I'm going to do this, and I mean this is partially because we're a mummy, and partially because I've been training our defensive skills so much. We don't have one of those big AoE spells that we can use. And we can't quaff Brilliance easily anyway. So it's not like we can just come down here and just ignition everyone. So we're gonna have to use our god for the first time. As in, okay, so with Gozag we have called some merchants, but we haven't potion petitioned once, and we have never bribed a branch. But Zot 5 is a really good time to bribe a branch. You want to do it beforehand. So the way that bribe branch works is you have a kitty, and when enemies see you for the first time, there's a chance that they'll be bribed. They might become friendly or neutral, and if either of those happens, they'll take some of your gold out of your fund. The higher hit dice of a monster is, the more likely it is to be bribed. So it's really good at getting Orbs of Fire and Ancient Liches when you're in Zop 5. But Vaults 5 also another really good time. Oh yeah, and so it only rolls when you first see an enemy. So I've seen people try to use Bribe Branch where they're dying to a group of monsters, and so last ditch effort they try to bribe it, as in we'll try to convert some of these guys that are killing me, but no, it doesn't work that way. You have to do it before they see you. Alright, so if you were, well, we can bribe the branch now. Because it's not timed. It's just, we're gonna have a kitty. See how I have the bribe status on the top right there? If you want to see how much gold is actually left, hit caret, as in shift 6, and then hit it again. On this screen here. So we've bribed Vaults 3000, and as that goes down, that number will update so we can keep track of how much exactly is left. Anyway, when you normally go to do Vaults 5, you would buff up. You'd quaff your haste, your might, your agi, all those things. Once upon a time, you'd cast the haste spell, or you'd use a haste wand. But you can't do those anymore. But we can't do that as a mummy. Of course, the wands and the spell got removed, and we can't quaff potions. I could potion petition to try to get it, but I don't know, we'd be wasting our free one, and we'd be ruining the meme of never using it. So how do we get haste as a mummy? Well, here's the trick that the devs don't want you to know. One of the effects... Oh, hey, we got a Cloak of Magic Resistance. I didn't notice that. We must have picked that up off the Draconian. Not that we want it. Anyway, so one of the effects on a Wand of Random Effects is haste. Does this actually tell you? We could probably look up the effects. Wand of Random Effects. This might list them all. Nope. Okay, it doesn't actually listen for you. But note that one of them is haste. Now, the devs didn't want players to be just shooting themselves over and over again with a Wand of Random Effects in an attempt to get haste, because I guess that's kind of scummy. So what they did is at the bottom here, to discourage you from doing that, they added Malmutate. So you can shoot yourself with it, but then you're going to every now and then give yourself bad mutations. And because players hate bad mutations, I think that's probably a pretty effective way to do it. But here's the thing they don't want you to know. If you're undead, you can't get mutated. In which case, the main bad thing of shooting yourself with the wand will not actually affect you too badly. So, if you're a mummy, if you're a ghoul, you can... Well, okay, with a ghoul, it wouldn't matter too much because you can just quaff a potion of haste. But particularly for a mummy who can't get haste any other way, you can just stand here. I should make a macro for this. So let me see what I have to do. I have to shoot the random effects at myself. I have to confirm. And the first thing we rolled was invis. So there you go. There's one buff. But let's make a macro for that. I'll put it on maybe this key, the minus key. So it was shoot at myself, and then I had to confirm. So let's keep going. Invis is nice, but all the Vault Guards down there can see Invis anyway. It's really haste that we're after. And we feel yourself speed up. There you go, look at that. You shoot yourself with the random effects wand twice, you get Invis, and then you get haste, and then you're ready to do it. It's as easy as that. You can see why the devs don't want you to know. Let's go do it then. Alright. So we're gonna pull a bunch of Vault Wardens here. I see some orange circles, so some are neutral. We see some green. Probably the easy way to do this, especially now we're hasted, is we just run down to the side and we get to the outside bit. Oh, there's Jory. He's a scary enemy. It's gonna run. And let's have a check on our bribe status there. Okay, that only took 800. So just gonna run all the way to the corner. Oh, that's a Quicksilver Dragon. That's super unfortunate. If he hits us with his Quicksilver Bolt, he'll dispel our haste and invis. So how do we deal with that? Can't really. There's not really much point trying to fear a Quicksilver Dragon. They've got really high MR, so it's unlikely to work. Ah, there you go. The devs, they always get the last laugh. Oh dear. I should explain what we would have done if we got bad things. So we would have just waited. We're a mummy, so we don't care. Waiting a long time. Say, I don't know, say we slowed ourselves, we'd then just wait for it to wear off and so on. I'd really like to keep my haste and not have to potion petition to get it. I could random blink, but I don't really want to go into a chamber, or do I not care? No, I'm just gonna keep running. We've got this other stuff in the way. The Quicksilver Dragon isn't gonna want to shoot through them. Also, he's getting confused. He's getting distracted by gold. Okay, so this is perfect. We're feeling more experience because enemies that we have bribed are killing stuff for us. Cool. And so now we can just chill here in the corner. We're still invis. Oh, we're getting all the ogres. That's pretty sick. Yeah, so our haste ran out. But the Storm Dragon can't see us while we're invis. Have we got... We've got Umber on, okay. Alright, well now we're in the corner, which is a pretty good place to be when you're doing Vaults 5. We've still got... How much bribe? 1,800, so we've used less than half still. It's Crystal Ball. So this is cool. Oh, I don't like Jory though. Jory really scary. He has a Battle Axe of Flaming. It's something you need to check because his tile doesn't reveal his weapon, and it can surprise you. So look at his spell list. Particularly Crystal Spear is really dangerous. You can do 120 damage with that, I'm pretty sure. So I've had times where I thought, okay, I'll just silence Jory, because then he's much less threatening without Crystal Spear. But then little did I notice he had, say, some enchanted glaive of Vamp, and then he was just beasting me with it. But because I was silenced, then everything was horrible. Okay, well let's... He's not in any way resistant to fire, so I'm going to try to... I'm afraid enough of him that I'm going to try to Lamp of Fire him here. Got him. Oh, he blinked out of it though. Okay, he's actually 2 next level. Oh, he blinked away again. Alright, that's fine. If he wants to blink into the fire, he can do that. I'm trying to keep Mana Vipers on him because the anti-magic will help prevent him from casting his Crystal Spears. And let's also see if we can hit him with an acid. He didn't. He just nailed us with the Battle Axe of Flaming, and we don't have any RF right now either, so that really hurts. Alright, if he does Crystal Spears for 120 damage, we're just gonna have to blink up. Is that what I want to do right now? It's really scary. Okay, if he does Crystal Spear us, we'll blink over there, and we might actually use Potion Petition for the first time. I'm gonna throw down a... No, I'm not gonna throw down a Clouds. You don't want to hit your bribed enemies because then they'll get really angry and Gozag will get really angry. So what will we do here? I could random blink and hope that I don't just go up here, but even if I do, we're not then right next to Jory, so I'm just gonna random blink. Okay, that wasn't horrible. Now we got at least one tile, we can probably just shoot him with a file of floods. We've also got a phantom mirror, that's not a horrible option either. Or we can make a box of beasts. We can just overwhelm him with stuff, because if we have lots of enemies hitting him, let's crystal ball right now, get super greedy, get all our mana back. But he can't crystal spear through allies, so if we just keep harassing him with them, he can't shoot us. Alright, he went down. Alright, much better. That hurt. Why did that hurt so much? What just nailed us? Oh, he's got a long sword of electrocution. Okay, that makes sense. It's like, that's kind of surprising. Normally you don't care too much about death mages when you're... What are we? When you're undead. Nice, we got... Oh, he's just a neutral Yakto captain. Okay. Oh, and a neutral Titan. That's good. Some friendly stuff in there. Yeah, look at this bribe going. So we got all these things in here just fighting for us. Cool. Do get this Titan. Good. We had a whole team there of fire giants until they just got nailed by the electric shot. And I kind of feel like I'm playing Beer right now, that we've got an Orc Knight with a glaive. This is cool. Mummy of Beer. But anyway, it looks like we've stabilized in the corner here. We're back at full HP. We briefly didn't have any. There we go. Again, the deep elf archers and taking away our deflector missiles every time. Anyway, it looks like we have no more enemies turning up. I keep saying it because I want it to be true so I can end the episode. Alright, I don't care. I'm ending it anyway. Alright, that's it for now. So, as long as the devs haven't banned me after they see this episode, I'll see you all for the next one, where we're going to finish off Forts 5 here. We might have to do another bribe. Probably. We're down to our last 200. Or it probably doesn't matter, actually. But we'll think about it next time. We'll get our 5th rune. See you all then.